And then, of course, I seen one at the Gathering. So I've been to a couple of them, but the VHS tapes, I got all them shits from back in the day.
Yeah, you performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes,
correct?
I did.
That was
really?
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
Where is that?
How was
somewhere in
that?
Michigan,
How was
right?
that experience
Ohio.
alone? Because I've only seen World Star videos and the Workaholics episode about it. So.
It looks like Woodstock. Like it's like 3 days long or something,
what
right?
he is saying is exactly how I was going to describe it. The Gathering is the modern day Woodstock right now. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And fucking.
I mean, shit. Like, and
people.
The thing is, like, they had like Waka perform.
Yeah, Waka played the one I played.
Yeah, they're not like so. Like
They
I
have
think
a
K.O.N
big
said, like, you could tell that they're
versatility.
hip hop heads.
Hip hop heads and wrestling fans for sure.
Right.
Yeah, they have you can go. You honestly, you can go to the. You can not even be an ICP fan and go to the Gathering and have the time of your fucking life. And that's real shit. Like there's something for everybody there.
Gotcha.
If you go to the Gathering and you can't have fun, kill yourself. Straight the fuck up. Like there's literally something for fucking everybody there. Like I always wanted to go since I was a kid because I was into that shit. But like I was a kid, couldn't go. Later in life, just different things. I wasn't able to make it. Called excuses, whatever the fuck. But I finally made it out to my first one when I was able to perform there.
That's awesome.
But just like it was literally probably one of the funnest times I ever had in my life. And only reason I didn't go to this one was I was getting ready for the tour. I was gonna go just to go, but I had to get ready for that tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's dope.
You know, it's a blast though, man. Like me, Cheddar, James, Dubs, fucking Chef, we was wilding out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's just its own world. Like it's just the fuck givage is. I'm making that's the word right there. Fuck givage, son. That like that the level of it is at a whole new level. Like police don't even fuck with you unless you're doing some really. They're only there to make sure nobody dies.
Yeah.
You're just chilling. Like everybody, it's all love there. There's no negativity. Everybody's you know. I really don't let the shit you see on World Star be your only impression of it. Given that shit it does happen.
I was gonna say
it's funny as a motherfucker.
But I feel like Burning Man seems obviously like some wild ass festival. People run around with their dicks out and shit. Like no Harambe. But people run around with their dicks out. Burning Man seems wild, but I'm sure you still have fucking fun if you went there and took some drugs.
I will definitely say I will choose hanging out.
I know a few people that went to Burning Man.
I will definitely choose hanging out with a bunch of crazy motherfuckers in face paint over at a festival, over going to a festival where there's niggas running around with their dick out. Especially if it ain't for
Unless
Harambe.
it's for Harambe.
I know, right? What happens at the Gathering stays at the Gathering.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely an experience, man. If you and I'll go in person, man, don't sell yourself short because all these bullshit stigmas about fucking juggalos and all that shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Go out there and have yourself the time of your life. Even if you're like, if you know how to have fun, you will have a blast at the Gathering, homie. Straight up.
Hell yeah.
That's what I thought because they would do these little YouTube advertisements, and I was like, man, they're showing a lot more love to kind of like hip hop legends more than other places are. You know, like they were booking Paris from like EPMD. Yeah. They were giving people a lot of looks.
They got a song with Danny Brown. Like,
that's dope. Because Danny's from Detroit too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's literally 3 o'clock in the morning, day 2, and I'm walking, and I got a big, like, you can walk around with fucking alcohol like it's nothing there type shit. I'm just posted smashing fucking Jaeger in the back, and I'm watching Twista.
Dope.
Like,
Twista performed.
Yes, it killed it.
Dude.
I'm going to ask you a real serious question, Donnie.
Hold on. You want another drink, Donnie?
I ain't going to say no.
All right.
But we ain't got to do that right now, but yeah.
In the ICP versus Eminem beef, who did you pick?
Oh, my God.
All right.
Serious question. But yeah, the question we were getting into, Donnie Menace. In the ICP versus Eminem, what did you think and whose side did you choose?
All right, so
where were you at when you first heard this go down?
I was reading about it in a comic. They had a comic series called The Pendulum, and actually no, this was
ICP.
It was one of I'm not sure if it was the Pendulum series or one of the comics they put out right before that. They were all still coming. This is when Chaos Comics was still around before they went out of business. But they used to have like newsletters in the back of the comics where they were talking about the shit, and I didn't even know about it till I read about it in the comics and shit, and because I didn't have internet at the time. This was still like late 90s, early 2000s and shit. I mean, given it was there, but grandma's
slow ass dial-up shit.
Yeah, you know, AOL, you have mail, bitch. But
on the free trial that they would send to the email every or not to the email, to your actual fucking mail address, like you would get the CD, like the free trial in the mail and shit.
Yup, that type shit. So I heard about the Slim Anus song, and I finally heard it, and I didn't really. Now, mind you,
Did they play that shit on Howard Stern?
Yeah.
I feel like that was the only reason I heard it, because my pops listens to Howard Stern.
And Madrox from Twisted was the one that did the voice for Eminem on all the changes.
Really?
Yeah. Madrox is a man of many voices. He is actually a very talented man. That nigga should be doing voiceovers for cartoons on the side, honestly.
Oh, man.
But what you call it? So, and that's a suggestion. Fucker, do that shit. You'll get mad. But, so,
get it popping.
What you call it? I finally heard it on this album called Psychopathics from Outer Space that I found in stores, which wasn't even supposed to be sold in stores. And I really didn't consider it, I mean, given it was definitely a diss in its own way, but it was... Man, I heard Hit 'Em Up from Tupac. I had that shit on tape. Like, I literally heard one of the best diss records of all time when it first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I really didn't look at that as a diss. So...
Did they diss him the whole time, really?
That was actually a response to a freestyle Eminem did about them, where he said, fuck ICP, buy my CD or whatever. And then M went on fucking Howard Stern and said he wasn't really fucking with them, thinking he said they was whack, you know, the whole nine.
He said they were from the suburbs or something like that.
Yeah, there's actually a lot more deeper story to that, which I'm not going to waste this podcast talking about. Which, if you go on the internet, you can read the whole shit. But so there was things that led to that, make a long story short. So I didn't really consider that a diss, but they came out with another one called Ain't Nothing But a Bitch Thing, I believe. And that one, even though, like I said, Eminem obviously is a far more superior lyricist between them comparing M to ICP and shit, but like that song, based off of all what can be seen as facts at the time and how much sting was behind it, I feel like that song, even though it got extremely overlooked, is what gave them the W in that one. Real shit. Like, they only had real shit. Given Eminem didn't respond to it, so it could have changed if you would have did a response.
He didn't. When was the little shot on
Marshall Mathers, the song on the Marshall Mathers LP, and that and Ain't Nothing But a Bitch Thing was a response to that. No, don't get me wrong. Gotcha. Like, it was on, like, M gave him what, like not even 8 bars on that shit.
Yeah, it was just like some little,
like, you know what I'm saying. So it was just shots at him, and then there was that fucking gay ass Ken Kniff skit also, which
gotcha.
At the end of the day,
that was on Marshall Mathers as well. Yeah, gotcha.
Who really wants to listen to a skit of a dude getting his dick sucked by 2 other dudes?
But also on the Up in Smoke tour, like when Eminem would perform,
that's
he would bring out the 2 blow-up dolls or whatever,
you know what?
and then throw them in the crowd.
All that shit is what led to that actual response from ICP. Not it's you're putting it all together. I forgot about that shit. But so yeah, they did that, and
because I heard their 2 crews got into it or something like that.
Yeah, that was a whole nother.
Eminem ended up like on probation over something like that.
That was 2 separate incidents. That's a whole nother podcast.
We'll leave that out.
Yeah, that shit was wild. But
we don't want no problems with
I would say, based off of the way it went down, I would go as far as to say, honestly, ICP won off of consistency.
Would you get in arguments with people over it?
Oh, yeah. All the time. Because people don't want to give...
Donnie Menace says ICP won against Eminem. That's that's the title of this video right now. No, I'm just...
No. It's not even just that. It's not even just that. It's because, like, regardless of what ICP does, they're never going to get any type of props in terms of, like, be outside of their community except for a select few people that appreciate it from the outside looking in. Because they've had this stigma about them since the 90s where they're whack, they're pieces of shit, they're corny, they're this and that. These motherfuckers' net worth is $30 million. There's somebody fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
They paved the way for the independent movement and how to do it.
And they showed niggas how to be independent. So say what you want about them as musicians. A lot of people just have phobia of clowns and they use that and they just talk shit about them as their crutch to feel better about themselves. But at the end of the day, there's no denying what they did. And they also have one of the most creative fucking storylines ever made to me in rap with the whole Joker's Card series and the whole fucking Dark Carnival thing. That shit is genius in my opinion.